Welcome, Prabha.
Vanakkam, Vijay.
I was looking at one of the Kural, which is basically on anger management. So this is Kural number 301, and it goes like this. It's a very, very profound one and very simple words, but huge meaning in it. So 301 goes like this. Sellidathu kapan, sinam kapan, allidathu kakinyan, kavakal yan. So what this means is when you are in a context where you have the higher power than the other person, in that context, if you are able to control your anger and manage your anger, that is called winning over anger. Now he goes for the later part and flips the coin and says, supposing you are in a context wherein the power difference is not in your favor, meaning the other person has got more power than you. And in that context, if you stay quiet and say that I'm controlling my anger, it's as good as no meaning at all. So this is what the meaning of literal meaning of this Quran means. So this is what. Now I thought this is about 2,500 years back. Somebody has already talked about these things and talked about what is really coming in here is about things like being self-aware when you're getting angry. That's the first part of it. And once you get the self-awareness, then you're making a choice on whether to deploy the anger to the other person and hurt them, or use compassion in that place and still make the point, but not necessarily overuse or abuse the powers. Okay? And the other link that I made with that is that everybody knows about the words of Viktor Frankl, and we're talking about something that happened about 80 years back maximum. So he said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So here I thought so many things are aligning together. What Valluvar talked about 2,500 years back, and that was a very profound one. And here we have about 80 years ago, someone made this huge statement and living by that and creating a book to that effect. It's wonderful in terms of how the anger needs to be managed. The antidote for anger is self-awareness and compassion. That's what came to my mind. What do you think, Prabha?
Wow, Vijay. This is indeed timeless wisdom, Vijay. 2,500 years ago, even today, I noticed the word power. And I like to emphasize here, after listening to Valluvar's wisdom, a person with power is someone who knows how to manage and deal with, especially those with no power. When dealing with people with no power, raising your voice, or sometimes even physically abusing them, in my opinion, and Valluvar is reminding all of us, I believe, that's a reflection of we have no power over ourselves. That is a reflection of our weaknesses. That is the reflection that this so-called powerful person needs help to make sure they are managing the anger rather than allowing the anger to manage them. So this is very, very powerful. And from a businessman's point of view, the biggest asset that an organization or a nation has is talent. If we are able to inspire them with the right choice of words, with the right strategy of managing, we will be able to optimize talent and bring the necessary values from them. So for me, Valluvar is reminding all of us, many of us are privileged with power, either through our position or through our other resources. This is a reminder for us to manage the power with wisdom and make sure it adds value. Thanks again, Vijay, for such a wonderful Kural.
Thank you for adding to the thoughts. And the words that come to me when you talked about it, Prabha, is that they call it as inner void in psychology. When a person has got inner void, they try to compensate for that, and most of the time it is in an ugly manner. Anger is like that. The, the work that needs to be done is all about traveling inwards to find out what is the void and then fulfilling it. Thank you very much, Prabha. It's wonderful speaking to you. Talk to you next time.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you very much.